Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, finally we have the update, and we're going to go through every single Buffy. I bought it for the first time, testing it out for the first time, and give you guys my first verdict. I will be uploading on a second channel twice today, going through some Buffies. So if you guys want to comment which ones I should do straight away in terms of seeing them in ranked, then do let me know. So yeah, Brock has quite a few changes, if you guys are unaware. So with Brock, the biggest change is actually his super, I believe. I think his super has potential to be very, very broken. We're actually facing off against triple Buffy composition as well, so that might be a little bit annoying. One big change is his rocket fuel gadget you see there. After you destroy any bit of terrain or even just hit somebody, like a penny shot, a bunch of rockets will fly out after it, which is, it seems very, very powerful. So I've already got my hypercharge here. The hypercharge Buffy should be pretty good. One thing to note as well with Brock, they have removed his reload gear, so that is probably a big negative that not many people really talk about. For example, like Bo, when he got his Buffies, it was kind of a nerf in a way because his reload speed gear was just so good. So I got my hypercharge here. I'm actually gonna I don't want to use it. I want to use it with my main attack, so let's try my super. So here we go, hypercharge Buffy. Let's just try and get a lot of damage onto these guys. It's literally like a think shot, so should be pretty hard to miss, but I end up missing all of them pretty much and only really hitting my main attack here. So again, we've got this rocket fuel gadget, which should... Oh, the double dash there is so... I think they used it too fast, but imagine that against a sniper on shooting star. I'm just very scared of that one. So let's just use my super here to destroy this 8-bit turret. Bro, 8-bit is just going ham with the damage. Like, bro, like when they said unlimited ammo, he literally has unlimited ammo. That was ridiculous how much ammo he had right there. So I'm getting close to my gadget again. Another max speed, which is annoying. I'm going to pop my gadget there because I know it's going to do a bit of damage. This 8-bit is just running into us, consistently having unlimited ammo. This is very frustrating to face off against. Hopefully my Surge can defend this. Okay, maybe if I pop type charge, we could have got that. But after testing it out, Brock does feel very strong. 8-bit probably feels stronger, right? In Brawl specifically. But let's try out Brock's other Buffies. Now let's test out Brock's alternative Buffies, which I don't think will be anywhere near as good as his other ones, but it's worthwhile testing them out. 60 right here with the extra long shot, that can deal a lot of pressure, and you don't really have to like stand still like a Mandy. You just get it every 4 seconds, which is very good. Rocket fuel as well is well, I think a big tip against that Rico gadget, by the way, is you just want to destroy it straight away because you don't want Rico to build up with it. So let's jump onto... Oh, it's when you land on them as well, you get a knockback as well, which is actually pretty good. Actually underrated. And again, I really like it where you don't have to stand still. You just get this extra long shot, which is very good. It could actually be underrated. Like, I like the movement speed one, but this extra long shot seems to be getting a lot of value so far. So pleasantly surprised this far. So let's try and track the dynamite down. Again, it's going to take a little while for me to get to grips with this new Brock super. I think once I get the hang of it, it should be very good. Like, way better than his other one. Okay, I forgot about that as well. I think now, because of the rework with that gadget, when you auto-aim it, I think it will actually go towards a brawler now rather than your direction. So do bear that in mind here. So I'm going to pop my hypercharge here and get a fair bit of damage. There we go. I might be able to kill the dynamite as well. The good thing is with the hypercharge and this star power is that they actually synergize really well. So you can get those additional rockets with your hyper Buffy with the star power Buffies as well. So longer range, more like a think shot at range, just seems very dangerous. So again, I'm going to use my Brock super and just follow this Leon. I mean, these guys don't know what they're really doing at this point. We're just completely destroying them. But yeah, these seem really good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by this star power. Both star power Buffies are going to be pretty good with Brock. Again, rocket fuel just seems nicer. It just seems a bit more intuitive. Like, I could probably use my rocket fuel a bit more aggressively. Okay, I didn't hit it on the Rico that time around, but you know what I mean. You probably actually use it offensively sometimes. So we're going to pop our hypercharge here because we should be able to score. And there we go. So all in all, I think rocket fuel is still going to be a bit better. I think if you're playing Brock on like gem grab or Brawl, I do probably advise going rocket laces, the one with a jump. And both star power Buffies are good. I'm in debate. I honestly think the the 4th rocket star power might actually be better. So I'll be testing that out on the second channel a little bit more. But let's jump into the next brawler. Alright guys, now testing out 8-bit, probably the most feared Buffy out of every single one. And he's absolutely going to be a top 5 brawler in the game, right? So 8-bit, let's take a look at his Buffies. And so I'm actually using the build that I'm most like worried about. You've got this star power Buffy boosted booster, which will give you ammo every 3 seconds, which is insane in itself. You've got extra credits, which will bounce as well. And then you have this, what are you even shooting at, bro? You literally couldn't have scored. You've got the star power Buffy that gives you unlimited ammo back. You can see it drops ammo every 3 seconds, which again is insane. Like, I'm missing shots here, but you'll see if people push into me, it's going to be really hard because I've just got unlimited ammo. So again, I'm going to place this here. The last one got destroyed, but by the time they destroy that one, you're just going to have another one available. So I'm going to pop my gadget here because if anyone wants to push forward in a bush, extra credit's going to bounce and hit onto them. So absolutely insane. So with the removal of the reload speed gear, you'd think, okay, maybe 8-bit, it's not worse off, but you know what I mean. Like, there are some negatives to these changes. But this unlimited ammo thing is a big problem. So now we've got hypercharge. Let's just use this aggressively. I've got unlimited ammo right here. And this unlimited ammo thing, at first I thought might be a little bit overrated, but I just don't think it actually is. It is absolutely insane. So again, I'm going to pop this in a little bit more of an advanced position. Just the amount of damage that 8-bit can deal is now ludicrous. It's absolutely insane. It's insane. And the perfect thing as well about extra credits, like I can pop that extra credits gadget and I can just continue to shoot. Like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Like, the biggest downside to extra credits was that you'd have to just wait for the attack to unload. But now you can just spray it out and then just continue to attack. So, I mean, there's just so many benefits to 8-bit. I just don't see a world where he's not probably at this point. I kind of unsold him in my YouTube short, but I think he could be like a top 3 brawler in the game. Honestly, like, insane. The amount of damage I can just put out onto these players. So again, I get this extra ammo. The extra ammo is insane. I thought like maybe like 0.5 of the ammo might be sufficient enough. So let's pop my gadget here. Okay, I mean, my teammate's just absolutely doing nothing right now, but you just saw the amount of damage I can output. So I'm gonna pop my hypercharge here. I don't know why Edgar is shooting me out of everyone when I've absolutely carried his ass entire game, but let's pop this hypercharge and just deal a ton of damage. There we go. I think, where is the Edgar going? Edgar, where are you going, bro? Where are you actually going? All right. Well, we've tested it enough. We'll see how much damage we've dealt here. It should be insane. It should actually be insane. Let's have a look. Like, look at this. I dealt more damage than my teammates. Crazy. So, yeah, that's going to be, well, that's going to be the Buffies that are going to think they're really strong with it. But let's try out the other build. Guys, now we're going to be testing out 8-bit's other build, which will be better in other situations like gem grab, maybe in bounty, knockout, where you just need a bit more survivability, especially because just the, I forgot what this star power is actually called, because I always use booster. Plugged in, I think it's called plugged in. But essentially, you use that against your tougher matchups, but you want to use it in gem grab because of survivability, right? And especially now with the Buffy, with the gadget in particular, you can teleport back and you heal you and your turret. I mean, the turret healing's good, but I think actually just healing 8-bit is very underrated. Like, just think, you're a very tanky brawler as 8-bit. If you just got this constant healing, I think it's what, 3.6k? But it's going to make you such a hard kill for the most part. So here, I'll pop my gadget, 3.6k healing. I'm in a safe spot and I'm healed up. So I don't even have to retreat at this point. I could just continue with the aggression. So I'm just going to pop my hypercharge turret here. I have unlimited ammo. Maybe popped it a bit preemptively there, but the Edgar's already given up. I mean, this hypercharge is just ridiculous. I thought that maybe it might be a little bit overrated because I thought like, okay, you've still got to like change your attacks quite a lot, but it's unlimited ammo. How is that not going to be broken? Maybe I should have just joined the bandwagon and just known that this thing was going to be completely broken. Anyways, yeah, 8-bit is going to be absolutely disgusting. Honestly, the more I use him, the better and better he's getting. The better and better he's getting. I think he could be the best brawler in the game at this point. I mean, I'm excited to test out Surge to see if Surge can point him to the test, but so far 8-bit is clear. I think he probably is the best brawler in the game right now. Let's jump into the next one. Now we're going to be testing out Rico's Buffies, which are the Buffies I'm by far the most disappointed about. Kind of, I think the community will breathe a big sigh of relief because Rico seems to be one of these frustrating brawlers to face off against, but let's see. So we've got this gadget Buffy right here, which I'm going to fully load up straight away. I'm going to spend most of my time just shooting this up so it is fully loaded, but by the time I've probably used all of that, it might just be completely rendered useless. So I've seen a few people say, okay, we might be able to throw this gadget onto the safe, but that's just not going to be the case because a lot of the time you've still got to get up onto the safe and you've still got to wait another 20 seconds to activate it if the opponents don't shoot it. But you should just shoot this gadget if you haven't already before Rico can fully load it up. So There's just like a lot of counterplay to this gadget. I think this gadget will be his only saving grace because I don't really like his hypercharge Buffy. I don't really like his star power Buffies. I am using Robo Retreat. I think Robo Retreat might be the better star power. Well, potentially, because I think maybe once he gets to like 600 health, he could potentially be a little bit toxic, but that's about it. I'm not really worried about much else of Rico because he's losing the reload speed gear, which is really terrible. He's also losing his health gadget, his heal gadget, sorry, which wasn't anything crazy, but it did stop him, especially in draft. Like, you could pick Rico early in some instances, but okay, why is this Tick not kicking the flipping ball away? Great job, Tick. But like, you pick, I don't know, Rico in Bell's Rock, and I mean, wall breaks could counter him sometimes, but thrower could also counter him as well. But the biggest problem is, like, you can just pick thrower no matter what into him, and it's just going to counter him. It just won't really have much of a place to well, I actually moved that gadget. You won't have much of a chance to counter them, really. I mean, maybe with the Robo Retreat star power, that might be a toxic way to counter him, but let's just pop my gadget now, see if it saves me. It does a bit of damage to Carl, but that's not really a lot, is it? I mean, could be potentially crazy. I've seen when somebody's literally on top of that gadget, it can deal like 10k damage, but that's just very rare. No person is going to be that much of an idiot to just stand completely on top of it. So yeah, pretty underwhelmed there. I didn't really get my Robo Retreat there. Let's just move on to the other build. Alright guys, now testing out the other build with Rico. So I was an idiot. I was actually using Super Bouncy, but Super Bouncy is only like an increased supercharge. It's not going to be anything crazy. I mean, could be good on like hot potatoes, maps that are really strong with Rico. But let's try out Robo Retreat here and the other gadget. So the other gadget here, you can bounce it off and it will slow brawlers. I mean, the slow feels pretty powerful. Like, this might be a better gadget than the other one. I think I was just more so furious that they removed the heal gadget. Again, like, Rico can just be so easy to counter. It doesn't... Rico already was actually pretty easy for a pro to counter, but for the general public, no. So I feel like they removed the heal gadget just because people were just complaining so much about Rico, even when he wasn't a strong brawler. Like, bro, he was like a C-tier brawler in the last two metas, I would say. So yeah, a little bit frustrating as a Rico main. Well, I was a Rico main from day one, and then they're just removing so much from his kit. I think he might actually be worse. Like, I'm not even overreacting. He might be worse. I mean, he might be a tiny bit like B tier, but the overall feeling from him, you know, once other brawlers get Buffies, he will be much worse. Unless they, of course, Buffies a little bit. He's going to be worse. He's going to get power crept so quickly just because his kit just feels absolutely terrible. I mean, this bounce shot seems okay, but I just feel like I'm going to be weak at all points. So, you know, Super Bounce is going to be hard to make work. Robo Retreat's going to be hard to make work. So let's just pop my Hypercharge here. Let's see if the additional 7 seconds might actually cook. I mean, maybe it does here. Like, I'm just able to cycle through quite well. Let's pop my gadget here. See if I can... Okay, no, I can't even hit the crow. So again, I need to flip and get off Claw. So I'm still not actually at the Buffy threshold here. I need to take like a little tickle more of damage. It is below 10% health. So when you're below 600 health, you get the addition when you get a 60% movement speed buff. So still yet to even find value out of it. So it's going to be a little bit of a weird one, right? Like, you will get the value when you're about to die. I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to defend that because of the Cordelius. But yeah, I'm just not excited about the Rico Buffies. I'd rather just go through them quickly. So all in all, I just don't think it's worthwhile even investing in anything in terms of Rico. He's going to be very, very disappointed in this meta. Yeah, I really don't like him. Let's jump into the next one. So now jumping into Max, and Max has potential easily to be a top 5 brawler in the game. I mean, my prediction was top 5 brawler inside of the game, and I didn't even realize that they added a trait onto her. Like, you literally supercharge star power used to give you super whilst moving. Now they've just added to her base kit and didn't really tell anyone about that, which is just crazy to even think. Like, this Max is going to be insane. She's going to give everyone infinite speeds. Like, you think with this, so basically I'm using the best like, there's just like phase shifter with 2 abilities is crazy as well. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, as I was saying, think of run a gun. You get more bro, I swear I've not even hit anyone yet. They're just all staying out of my range. There we go. Let's pop super here. Okay, of course I get sniped from across the map, but as I was saying, with run and gun, you get additional movement speed buff anyway, and then you get a supercharge on top of that. You're just getting so much with Max. It's crazy. You got the hypercharge, you got the hypercharge Buffy. There is just so much to love about Max. So yeah, you're going to be able to tank in so many interactions here. I'm just going to pop my super by myself because I just get so much value out of it. So I'm going to dash forward, dash back, dash forward, just to get even more pressure there. I feel like I'm going to have unlimited ammo. I mean, I'll just pop my hypercharge here because I know that we're going to be able to score this goal. Okay, maybe not. I thought Surge would jump in. Why did bro not jump in? Hello? Pop super to get out of there. Bro, unlimited supers on max. I've got 2 more phase shifters to use. And this is just GG at this point. It is just GG. Surely this... okay, Surge on 10 health, but I'm going to pop this against the wall. And there's nothing they can even do. I mean, this build is going to be so broken. But I'm excited to try out the other Buffies as well, because they're pretty interesting. Okay, so now trying out the other build with Max, which, again, I'm interested to try out. I think I'm still going to use the other build, but, you know, you never know. So this gadget you can actually use around walls, funny enough. So I'm going to pop this gadget here. You can use it at any time, and you get back all of your ammo, all of the damage took, and you also heal your teammates when they're near that little orb. So it has a lot of use cases, and only 15 seconds could be surprisingly good in the right hands. So the supercharge stop power I've got now, I forgot what the Buffy does. It will come to me throughout the game. But the I think it might just give shields. That might be the Buffy itself here. So unfortunately my team has just got absolutely wrecked. But I do have super upon respawn, and then I do have this gadget. So I guess I pop my super. I try and pop my gadget aggressively, try and take a bunch of damage, and then zoom back. That would be probably distract. So let's pop it now. I can just gadget back at any time and heal up. Sneaky Sneakers could be good. I mean, I'm saying this every single time Sneaky Sneakers gets a buff. I'm like, oh, could this be good? And then it never turns out great. So let's use this hypercharge and the hypercharge Buffy to full effect here. I'm going to wait for my teammates to group. We should be grouping up across me here, but hey, I'm going to pop my gadget here, and when I'm about to die, just pop this. I've got another hypercharge as well because of the additional, because of the hypercharge buff, you get an additional 2 seconds as well with your hypercharge. You're just able to cycle through to hypercharge supers like crazy. So yeah, the Surge is probably going to do like, okay, completely balanced. Yeah, let's just add abilities that are just going to delete everybody inside of the game. Really fun. I love it when Brawl Stars does that. So again, I'm going to pop gadget here in a second. I get a little bit weak. I'm going to be able to fully heal up. I still prefer run and gun. I'm not really liking this other star power, but hey, I gave it a go. I'm actually liking this gadget a lot more than anticipated, because again, you can press it at any point. I think that's the thing that I'm liking about it. Like, you can also use it to go through the walls here and potentially deal a lot of damage. Okay, there we go. So I guess on like maps, I was thinking, you know, maps where, I don't know, like dry season, or maps where you just need somebody that can go through a wall, go over a wall, that kind of thing. I can offer it with Sneaky Sneakers. So yeah, I'm going to use this gadget offensively here. I'm going to try and take as much damage as possible. It doesn't even matter. I'm going to use my hypercharge Buffy because we're in a bad situation. There we go. I've got another super to use already, which is just hilarious. I think people are just going to be getting their hypercharges like crazy. I think this is going to be the broken thing. Max will probably be the best brawler in Brawl Ball now, because everybody will just get their hypercharges just ridiculously fast. So let's just run into these guys. We should be able to score this in regardless. Again, I'm going to pop this gadget. I'm going to try. Okay, I just teleported into that Surge shot, and I'm probably going to die here. But regardless, Max feels insane even with this build. Next up, we're going to be trying out Meg's Buffies, and Meg's is also another brawler that I'm pretty scared of in the meta, because normally Meg is normally pretty bad in the meta, or just completely broken when they tend to rework her. So I've got a gadget that now moves and heals, so I can actually be a lot more supportive with my teammates. My star power Buffy as well heals up whenever I hit it, so they're changing the way that Meg works a lot here. So we should be able to get this kill onto the smaller one. I'm actually going to use super just to confirm the kill. But the survivability with this brawler is going to be insane. Imagine Meg in like a hot zone match. Like, okay, I'm going to use hyper Buffy now, and look at the flipping damage I just put out on that ball. That was insane. Hyper Buffy as well. I'm just spamming stuff, and the fact that your hypercharge super is just so big in radius, you can chain it so quickly and heal up so fast. And again, it's just, for me, it's impossible for Meg not to be S tier. These Buffies just feel incredibly strong and overwhelming, and you get an ammo back. Like, they're just adding too many things to her kit. It just doesn't really sit right with me. So yeah, I'm gonna put my gadget here to give me a bit of healing. It didn't really work there. It's just so hard to actually kill a Meg. So hypercharge, if you guys didn't know, it actually homes in, I think, on this one here. So I'm just gonna spam my attack as much as possible. I'm going to try and show you guys the other hypercharge version of Meg. I mean, it didn't really work out there. I did see like a TikTok, like, oh, it's going to be impossible to dodge. Bro, it literally shoots marshmallows. Why would you even pop hypercharge there? Just tried to show you guys, but it's not even that good. So let's pop gadget here because it can heal up me and my teammates. Okay, the star power that I'm using, I think is it heavy metal. It's just it's giving me additional ammo, which is just insane. It's healing me up. It is so broken. It is so incredibly strong. I can't actually believe what I'm witnessing. It is so good. But now I've got to re-earn my super, which is a little bit annoying. It just feels like I'm always in my super no matter what. So let's pop a hypercharge here. Should just be able to... Okay, I was probably going to absolutely wreck that surge. But big thumbs up there. I don't see a world where Mega's an S tier with this build. Let's quickly try out the other build then. So I'm excited to try out this gadget. Again, has big potential. I don't know whether it's going to beat out that heal gadget. That heal gadget was crazy. But this gadget, by the way, you can just fly into the enemies. You also charge up your super back in 4 seconds, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. You might want to run the gadget gear with this build if you're playing Mega like this, just to throw out your super as much as possible. But yeah, it seems pretty powerful. Not anything crazy. I was kind of expecting when I saw this, like, I mean, my first thoughts would be like, okay, they're probably going to make this gadget deal like, I don't know, 5k damage or something stupid. It'd just be literally an atomic nuke. But kind of surprised at this point. So let's just throw out my super there just to get a bit more additional damage for my teammates. Again, I'm probably preferring the other build so far, but... I wanted to try it out. The star power I'm using, you just get, like, it's not that great. It synergizes well with this gadget because you're constantly throwing out your super right, so you want that additional movement speed, shield, whatever else. So yeah, this is why Meg's hypercharge is just broken, so broken. I'm going to throw out my super there just to deal a bit of additional damage there to the collect because I'm going to be getting my super back anyway, and it fully heals me up. So yeah, kind of crazy. Meg, it's just no world where she isn't going to be S10. No matter what build you use, I'm very surprised that I'm still getting this much success rate with this build. So let's just slash the spike right there. Again, you want to use your super after you've used a few pieces of ammo as well. So, I mean, should have just passed that to me. I could have just scored anyway. But I've got my gadget upon respawn. It's really going to help, especially when people are clumping up in the middle. So it's going to get some good damage onto spike. Not anything crazy, but I get my super back instantly anyway. So, like, there's just no downside to it. 4 seconds to get your super back, 0 downside. You want to be throwing out that gadget as soon as possible. Let's pop my hypercharge here just to rip through that mortis, and that should be GG at this point. Again, I've got another gadget to use if needs be to help with a knockback. Let's just throw this out onto them. Bro, that pushback is kind of nuts when you think about it. Wow, Mega's definitely back into the meta. It's just a shame whenever Mega's meta, she just becomes very brain dead. Like, this is extremely just button smashing, 0 real skill in this, but it's quite fun, especially this gadget right here. I like the changes, it's just the numbers are just way too high in my opinion. So yeah, Meg easily S tier, it's just no doubts about it. Let's jump into Surge. Alright guys, now jumping into the Brawler, which I think will be the best inside of the game. It is Surge. So I'm using 2 the max star power, which I think will be the better one, and I'm using power shield, which should be the better one. Now that if you get hit by it when you pop it, you get your cooldown in 9 seconds, which is just insane to think about. So I want to make sure I use my super kind of a bit sparingly with this star power. I'm scared of this surge jumping in, so let's just use mine defensively, please. So again, you really don't want to make sure you die with this. You've got to be extremely cautious because you will respawn back to level 1. So now we're at maximum level here. I can start to just dominate. It reminds me again of Surge on release because look at this, like, oh, it's disgusting. It is filthy. Again, want to heal up. Want to make sure that I'm not dying stupidly. So you kind of want to play it a bit defensively. Like normally with Surge, you can just jump in, pop gadget, boom, 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 boom. I mean, that's what I just did there. And just wrecks everybody. I kind of want my super back. So if my teammate actually had brain cells, he would have let me get my super back here. So now I'm at level 1. But so I'm going to pop hypercharge this, see what it... Okay, it doesn't really help that much. But now I'm at maximum level because of the splits. And... it's so OP. He's going to absolutely wreck everything. I'm terrified at this point. Please, Rico, do something. Okay, so I don't really need to use my super just yet. Kind of want to use it defensively against the Surge. I mean, I may as well use it now for the extra bit of range. See whether I can get any more splash shots onto anyone. I'm going to pop... Oh, okay, that was... He's super engadgeted me. That was some crazy damage still with a mortis. But I've got my super on respawn, so I'm just going to use that straight away just to get a bit of a movement speed buff here. Should be a mortis. Okay, there we go. Oh no, hypercharge. I'm scared, but the thing is, I can now bounce my shot around the wall and pinched the mortis myself, which again is insane. I'm like a better version of Rico at this point. Like, look at that split damage. I nearly just killed him there. I nearly just dealt like, what, 3.5k damage to that mortis, to that Rico. Insane, 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 insane. So let's pop my super here. I'm going to pop my gadget because I'll just get it back pretty much instantly. I've got a hypercharge to use as well. 15 seconds left. I could probably snipe this Rico across the map. So let's just go for it. Oh my, that's just filthy. Absolute filth. Like, what can these guys... it's disgusting. It's just... I've seen enough. I've seen it. Alright guys, so jumping into the final build we're going to be testing out. It is Serve Ice Cold and Power Surge. So Serve Ice Cold, if you didn't know, you get your super upon respawn, which is actually pretty broken. I thought at first, okay, you just get your super at spawn, you're really slow. But did you see that? Like, I can jump over the wall upon respawn. Like, this star power is kind of being underrated as well. The change is definitely a buff rather than probably a nerf that they might have been anticipating, because Serve Ice Cold was always the better star power, right? Like, you get your super free from respawn. Yeah, like, I can just use my super there. I don't care, because I just get my super upon respawn anyway. Kind of like how it worked before, like I said. But let's put my gadget here, and again, I just got my super to use. I'm just going to use it aggressively. I got this increased reload speed. I'm just, again, the increased... and just, yeah, I mean, push Surge as quickly as possible, because he's definitely going to get about 5 nerfs. He's absolutely broken. So, all in all, after trying them all out, I think Surge, easy S tier, easily top 3 brawler in the game. I think 8-bit will be a top 3 brawler. I think the top 3 brawlers in the game are probably going to be 8-bit Max and Surge. And then I think Meg will be probably a top 5 as well. I think 5 of the Buffy brawlers. I mean, Brock could be like top 10, top 15. Rico's probably not going to touch it, but yeah, these are just insane. I'm going to be trying them out in the second channel, so make sure to check that out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.